Renegades, I think, at like some Asian.
I mean,
Asian
they got to the
lands.
point where, like, again, like just talking Asian, not necessarily the Australians included in that one. They were probably the second best team after Tyloo for quite some time.
When was the last event that we've seen them on?
Which one?
I want to say
MVP?
No, maybe it was either CIC or a Star Ladder. No,
I think it was a CSE.
Yeah, it could have been a CIC.
You remember how they did there?
Not
They
that
didn't
great.
do well.
No.
They didn't do well.
But they made a lineup change since then.
Right. Oh, we're finally live. The executes from OpTic. Just 2 smokes.
This is an interesting retake. Just let the bomb go down with all our players alive on both teams. Has that ever happened on the B side of Inferno before?
Not a
One
whole
of
lot
those
at
world
least.
firsts to start the
Good
tournament
luck
off.
with the retake.
They got a Molly as well, though, on Yay. Depending on where that goes, it could be a big deal. Double stack from OpTic in Noob Corner.
Of course, no one by triple. So good job with the Molly.
Oh, here we go. He's going off.
Snappy might have readied up
I
a
mean,
little
you're
bit too
just-
soon.
You're just not winning a 5v5 retake unless the T's like really mess up.
I mean, you're
Also,
really-
you
no
just let
one's
them plant
coming
the
from
bomb.
banana.
No, but if you hit
think
that
about-
volley in the inside of this, like
potty corner,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like-
right. That's 2 kills probably. Right
Yeah, but
there.
think about this.
Well.
With the new economy, the last thing you want is to win that retake after they've planted the bomb as well. Now their
Yeah.
economy's insane.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you should definitely put more emphasis on trying to win outright without bomb plans.
No, it'd be worth even losing half your team just for the money difference to make sure the bomb doesn't go down there. Never mind, like, oh, we're going to do a full 5v5 retake. Though, like, what is that?
Well, we saw what that was. It was
Garbage.
not pretty.
Oh, what do you guys think about that change, by the way? The economy change.
I'm not a big fan.
I don't think it's good, mate.
Don't like it.
No?
I always thought the economy was like one of the coolest things about Counter-Strike. So
I
like,
think-
I think anything that diminishes its importance, I think takes away from the tactical aspect, which I always thought was the best part about
Yeah,
CS.
and you can clearly tell they're just trying to get away from like the dead rounds, right? Like, well, this is a full eco, but here's the problem: like, but now instead of having OP guns, like you still have those, but on top of that, now you have inflated economy.
Yeah, which is
I mean,
more cash to
by
make
the
those
way,
guys
like
better.
So the problem that people don't understand when they say they want every round to be exciting is that means no round is exciting.
Yeah.
Like the best part was like you
Exactly.
used to have those rounds where you know like that's the game.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
that's
yeah.
the most
yeah,
important
they need
round
to win
in the
this
entire
round,
game.
otherwise they're just screwed.
Like that's
you
what
know?
make like to build up to that and knowing what it does to the economy. That's
Right.
what makes the round so great. And now it's just like kind of like, well, you know, they'll buy CZs next round anyway, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter. They'll
Plus,
be
isn't
fine.
that just Call of Duty where you just don't you have a gun every round?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you pick what you want to play with, right?
So go watch Call of Duty, Search and Destroy or whatever. There you go. That's
You
basically
get
what
what you
people want,
want.
right? Exactly.
Yeah. It's
No, because the problem I have with it is like, it just makes the T-side economy even more overpowered because yours is so cheap. You don't need 5 rifles anyway. You can have like 2 rifles and guns because you can choose where the fights take. It's like CT economy is the toughest part in the entire game to manage right now. Like the timing was the worst to do it because we've just got all these teams who like the best ones are just like walking the tightrope anyway with the economy, and then the worst ones are outright just losing maps when they lose the 2 key rounds that reset you.
Yeah. I mean, you can see it already here. Like, this is what's become the trend, really. Like, CT side, lose pistol, then they do clean eco, then they buy up in the 3rd round.
Right.
The issue here right now is that if compLexity loses this round, OpTic are not going to have money issues for the better part of this half. That's really what it comes down to.
No, even just winning 2 rounds, they already have. They can even afford even next round, like a next round buy.
Yeah, exactly, right? And you know
Yeah,
that
'cause
if
look, you
compLexity
fought-
lose
yeah,
more than 3
and you're
players,
completely
Because
broke.
look, the team that's lost the pistol has to just buy up now. But look, if you're on the CT side, it's way worse. Look what you've got.
Yeah.
No kits whatsoever.
they
A
pretty
little
much
bit
get
of
the
utility.
they get the 4th round buy just a round earlier, but it doesn't really do them that much.
Like on a map like this where you need all the utility on CT side,
You
you're
should
already
not
in a
buy
bad.
on
This is
the
a bad
third
gun
round.
round. You
Yeah.
have to basically win gunfights. That's
Yeah.
it. You can't win on.
But
you
this
can't
is-
delay them. You can't find out all the information.
But
where
this
they
is
are,
why you
just
saw
play
the
passive.
This is why you saw the trend of teams changing how they force spot too. Instead of buying like the full buy a CT, like the pistol full armor with nades on the 2nd round, they would just buy like a pistol. Like
Yeah, it's like
2 rounds in a
Deagle,
row
no Kev.
because they need the utility. And then like there's still people to this day who doesn't learn that. I'm like, well, I only have a flash now.
And I think that's like
Look
again,
at this. He
I
has
think-
to use his volley already.
Yeah.
No one's even coming there.
Yeah, they don't have any sort of map control. They can't take map control without just risking everything.
I mean, I think this is super smart from OpTic, right? Like they know they're low on utility, just
Spit it all out,
here.
yeah.
Yeah.
See?
And
You
just wait.
Also, 0 chance of losing the retake
Right.
once
Yeah.
they get beat,
Right.
if they get beat.
I'm actually surprised by the fact that OpTic are going in right
I was
now.
gonna say
Still
they
had a
could have
minute
waited.
left.
Yeah, they could have waited like another 30 seconds, like faked into A, but like, sure.
I think, sadly, I think they actually thought that was a fake, throwing the one smoke in and then walking in.
I mean, they should still win this though. 4v5.
I was gonna say, don't get me wrong, this is still a good round.
Yeah,
Like,
still have a molly on
No
config.
utility 4v5. This should be a game.
they should
Well,
compLexity trying to set the new meta here, where you just let people walk into sites and plant the bomb.
But here's the thing, compLexity here, they need to kill instantly, or they should just save. He's low. They should save here now.
Yeah,
No, they're
you
gonna
know,
lose
that's
all the
great.
guns.
But
They're gonna lose all the guns, mate. You ready?
Oh, that's one down.
This is going to be a worse managed economy than, I don't know, insert
They don't have a
joke about
diffuse kit either.
2008.
No, look.
There you go.
They don't have a defuse kit.
rip.
They, like, none of the 3 players that actually committed to that had a defuse kit.
Now, here's what's genius, is that you've
That
killed
was bad.
everyone, lost the round, and they planted the bomb, and they got 4 kills. That you almost couldn't have made that worse for yourself.
Yeah, no, and they're still just making money. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, the T's are so fine with
Get,
this.
get that Trump meme in, like, this was the worst deal in the history of trade deals. That's Stanislaw right now. Like, look at the money on their side.
Yep.
Totally fine. They lost everyone. Meanwhile, you look on the other side. What a brilliant buy we have. I like the way they've done that thing as well. I know this must still trigger you, Tommy. Where it's like, it's okay. Like,
Oh, I'm going to win this round for us now.
No, he's just like, yeah, I'll buy some utility because I need to like make my money the same as yours because no
balance
CSGO
out.
pros understand the concept of why saving money's good because then you have it in later rounds. Like,
Yeah.
that's still a thing to this day, you know. I'm
No,
just evening
listen,
money
the, round,
out.
the game could just end after this round, and then you'd have excess money you never spent.
It's great.
Here's the thing. What they don't think about is I have more money than some of my teammates this round. Well, logically, we'll always have exactly the same money coming in all the rounds after, so I better even it out. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. What if you have less the next round because he gets kills, you idiot?
Wants to be socialist.
It's Bernie Sanders. He's the fucking coach, isn't he?
Android has a good vehicle.
Right, this game so far is ass from compLexity. They've never been in any of these rounds. What is this?
I mean, like, their game is just like, let's just let him walk in and plant every single time and try to go for a retake.
And another plant goes down. Even numbers every time the bomb goes down.
Best thing Stanislaw
What
can do right
even
now
is
is run
this?
the hell away.
Yeah, I mean, should have just saved
And
that gun.
every time, this is what they do every time. They let the bomb go down while everyone's alive. Then they do a retake, lose everyone. It's like, pick one. Pick one. If you're going to die anyway, why not have that guy die defending the bomb so you have a bit of a delay, or killing one person so you
Well,
get
yeah,
info?
You could try. You
Like,
could try to defend the site.
Who wants to retake with blind, with no info, with just smoke surrounding the
compLexity.
site? Doesn't make any sense, does it? This is the dream for
That's
OpTic.
the
Like,
Stanislaw way.
At least they have utility now. Well, okay, that's a lot
that's
of
free.
dog.
That's absolutely free as fuck. I assume we're allowed to swear at this stream.
I assume so. No one's pulled this aside yet.
Was everyone doing that before? Whatever.
What are you talking about?
You're allowed to swear on this stream, right?
Yeah, oh, dude,
I
yeah.
assume that's
Yeah. I think we would have been too far gone at this point anyway.
Yeah. I mean, you started the broadcast stream or
Yeah, of course.
cursing.
I assume they just let you be a bit obscene. I mean, they did have James Bardoff on this last year. So
Fair enough.
obviously they don't really care about, decorum.
I'm not going.
Professionalism.
I'm not touching this. I'm gonna eat my muffin.
Exactly.
Exactly. Eating muffin.
I actually like compLexity just stacking A, because...
This is like the first good decision they've made so
Oh,
far.
no,
though.
now Ye's going back to B.
At least fully commit to the call.
Oh, he's coming back.
There we go.
Here we go. They've got a chance here, but your boy Stanislaw has to go off. They've got the old school crossfire, where you just know that guy just runs away, the guy on the left.
They're getting a
now.
pop flash for this?
Like, we're going to hold together, yeah, bro. He just pulls back immediately. As soon as that first
I got flashed,
flash
I got
comes,
flashed, I got
he
flashed.
doesn't even turn from the flash. He just gets flashed in his own eyes on purpose. I'm blind. Just pulls back. You're just there blindly spraying into the smoke. We've all seen that position before. We all know who that player is in each team. Don't know why they're not checking that corner, but okay.
9 seconds.
I mean, yeah, this is...
How are
OpTic
they...
decided to let this game get interesting.
I mean, maybe
Amazing.
on the side of OpTic, they've just gotten so used to the fact that they've been allowed to plant every round, so they just...
Yes.
they
Like,
they
what
just
is
thought
this?
at 9 seconds.
Why
They'll
is
just
this-
running and
Yeah.
plan.
Why,
Let's
why
start the
is this
retake
guy in
from
our
there.
way? What the hell? Get out of the way, dude. We're trying to plant the bomb.
All right, so that was actually a pretty good adjustment from compLexity.
Yeah,
though.
unfortunately,
Look at their economy
complexity's
after they won the
completely
round.
broke.
This
if
is what I
they
mean.
lose this
They
round.
won the round, and that's their economy.
And with the alligator.
Yeah,
Def has a grand, so
It's got
10
that
big
excess
ones.
cash, yeah.
10 big ones.
Have you looked at stats in terms of like, has this change really made this the CS in general just way more T-sided?
Haven't looked at. Should probably just look at
I'm very curious actually now that we talk about
like
it because
how people have changed their buying habits. I think
Right.
would actually be interesting.
because you would think with this in mind, right? Because like you're saying, like I feel like T's will always have money, just every single time, right? Versus CT, so you're just going to be struggling. So unless you have a really great start as on the CT side, I think that everything just probably became more T-sided.
Here's the thing, logically, most teams who are like not the best teams, but like decent skill level, say they're evenly matched. Yeah, the T's probably should get an advantage because of how many times they're going to have a superior economy, or they don't need as much. But then logically, what would also make it not insanely T-sided is whoever the best CT team is, like Astralis, because you will force by trying to do that, and they will still hold against you, they will wreck your economy completely. So like that'll obviously temper it a little bit, whoever the best teams are in that sense. It depends how many games they play, I guess.
I think in the middle parts of the scene, so like just outside, say like the top 5 or 6 teams, give or take. Which, by the way, I realize is a funny way of determining the middle, but that's how I think of things.
We give a fuck about that way.
In that part of the scene, I think the change in particular makes matches a lot more upset prone. Because the way weaker teams generally win games, it's like, you know, they just have crazy T sides by breaking the CT's money all the time, and like that's what this allows you to do much more.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like
that was
you could
obviously
be a more
huge round
puggy
there,
team.
because look, right, another round that the compLexity guys win.
Yeah,
like,
look at OpTic's money
when
now.
they
No,
drop,
they're the ones
look,
who are
when they
broke.
drop the guns now, they're going to be broke again.
But so are OpTic.
Yeah, but again,
No, but I mean,
OpTic
they
only
would
has
have been
to
screwed
pretty much
completely.
just set up for, you know, one other eco, and then they can actually buy up again.
Oh, yeah.
Get AKs in there, or potentially go UMPs and heavy utility. Like, as long as they get a couple of kills here, they should be fine.
Why is Android one of these people that uses a shotgun in pro games?
It's viable, man.
Like, yeah, I guess like depending on
It is, right.
It's,
It
it's
is
viable
until
when
you
you're
have to
holding
yeah,
that spot,
it
but
is
then you have to
until you
move,
retake
and it's
B.
no longer
Then you-
viable.
As soon as you
But it's the
retake
same
B,
on
that's
you.
not a very viable gun anymore.
Sure, but it's the same
Good luck
you-
going up the banana or in through the B.
I mean, yeah, but then you're
Also,
just
by the way,
hoping to
good
get a
luck,
drop, right?
good luck holding a wrap. Good luck with anybody peeking you from lane. Actually, it's only viable for this and nothing
Right.
else.
Also, at that position there, look at the angle you're at. I'll have a UMP there, thank you. Just spray into that doorway as they come out. You know.
I mean, but that's the thing. This is auto shotgun, right? Like you
Yeah.
just you melt people too. I mean,
but you can't get pushed off the spot though. You know, it's one and done in that sense.
I mean, that's exactly. But you're not allowed to fall back.
No,
in
no,
that
that's the
sense.
point. Yeah,
have
you
to
must
fight.
play
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
you
You're
have
not
to.
allowed.
Yeah. No, if you get
If he
flashed
drops
here,
off now, he's a piece of
No,
shit.
I mean, if you get flashed at that point, you go into the smoke and just hide, right? Like, or like
Yeah.
you push into.
Actually,
if
yeah,
they
you just
push
hold
lane,
W.
Yeah.
Basically, you play like we did yesterday.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
exactly.
You just play
Yeah.
blind.
See? Yeah. Look at that. Now it's an eco, but sure.
Yeah. Yeah, again, like not
Imagine
falling
if
back.
they had
Just
weapons there,
farming.
Duncan.
Oh, exactly.
Just
yeah.
farming.
See, told you.
Yeah, works all the time. No, but then you want to push in, right, and just go back boiler with the weapon if you can.
Well, I mean, you obviously
I don't
don't want
know.
to go there once you've seen they have a shotgun
Right.
there. There's
Right.
no point letting them farm.
Well, that's why, like,
That's the second timeout.
Yeah, from OpTic. They did one after 2-0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not really sure what they're thinking.
Try
I guess-
harding.
Well, Snappy was still yawning when the game was about to go live.
I mean,
Probably
we're
just
all-
forgot what they were.
we're all
gonna
still
call.
yawning. You know, about to
You've
wake
had
up.
your
here.
coffee.
No,
should be
I still need one more hour. Yeah. It's normally after lunch. That's when things really kick off. You know.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Well, listen.
You have one of those power lunches from Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
That one.
Yep. Yeah. That's what we. That's what
We're on to you, Robin.
No. Now I'm starting to like this. This is why I don't do events anymore. You know.
This is the thing, like, OpTic pretty much had to do one eco, and then they're back at a pretty decent buy already. And it's been like a slugfest for compLexity to get to this point.
Can we? I forgot. Like, can we just put up the scoreboard and just see how many has been alive every round?
Oh, you have to right-click and then move on top of the skulls with the scoreboard up.
damn, we're putting him on the spot.
Yeah.
And
They're
then
not
everyone's going to be
even
like,
listening,
who
mate.
is
They're not even
this
listening.
observer? I swear to God. Doesn't even know how to check. I'm pretty certain it's more so that it wasn't bound on the computer. Because
could very
it's
well
not
be, yeah.
because it's default to right click, but I've unbound that.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Right.
What do you have as your mouse too then?
No. I use mouse too, but when I click scoreboard and left click,
Okay, oh, yeah,
that
you've
I've
done
turned
that
off.
thing,
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
yeah.
like moved that over to like whatever, you know, T.
Page down.
He gave up. It's like, God damn, I can't do this.
We'll get there. First game of the day. Everybody's warm.
I used to love it every 6 months where Shazam would have like one half decent line and people were like, I always said he was one of the best players. You guys said he wasn't. You know what, again, I'll just wait this one out. You guys, you know, go crazy now, say everything good about him, and I'll see you in like 2 months at the next LAN.
But this is why, like, I really used to like the comms from like teams back in the day, because you at least got some sense of like, all right, this guy is not completely brainless, you know. Now you have no idea.
I mean, you still get an idea from watching some players.
Yeah, sure, but you know what I mean. But like, there's people that moves like that doesn't really have good movement, right? Like for example, Pasha just doesn't have
Pasha's
good
like an
movement, and he
ideal
looks,
example.
yeah, right. But I'm sure if he's talking in game, I'm sure there's something there. You know, like I'm sure he's pretty smart.
That's the problem, though. You can't assume that, though. We don't speak Polish. For all we know, in Polish, he just talks exactly the same way.
No, that's what I
not even
mean.
broken
That's
English.
that's why.
He's just like, they call me be my friend. You are not my friend. You are my bombsite tanker. And then they're like, oh, fucking hell. How long do we keep playing with this guy? He's a meme.
But that's what I mean. That's why the in-game comms were great, because like you learned a thing or two, right?
Here's the thing, I can't lie. I don't know if you ever saw this. When someone actually like leaked a clip from when Virtus Pro was scrimming, when they had that old lineup.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's where like they are just, like Bialy and Snacks are just hard flaming Taz. Like just saying all mad stuff like this old guy doesn't even know how to comment and just wrecking him completely. It's really sick.
I love that though. You know, friendly,
it's funny, yeah.
Friendly banter, of course.
All in good fun. Camaraderie at an all-time high.
Well, compLexity have managed to turn this around a little bit.
Yeah. I will say, I mean, for how wonky their decision-making was to start off the game, OpTic's executions with weapons haven't been the greatest thing on Earth. Like
As if they're gonna win just like literally a dry deagle buy. After not being able to win actual rounds.
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
Here we go, Stanislaus.
Bomb's still down though. Yet again, let's just let bombs go down.
I mean, at this point, right, you technically have to. If you lose the people on Banana, you just have to give this up, right?
I'm actually really...
Now, yes, you kind of want to stick this, right, if you're OpTic. You have no utility. You're not getting this bomb down now. I don't get that.
Yeah, why wouldn't you
you
commit-
take the gamble here?
Yeah, exactly. You just still... again, that's going to speed up whatever compLexity is doing in terms of a retake. That's going to allow for Cajun to come running behind. Even if Cajun doesn't really do anything, at least he's going to be a nuisance. Now he's just...
I think if because right now who was it that was up in mid? Was it config?
No, config was on the side. Cajun was
Cajun.
wrapping around. Yeah.
I think if Cajun would have been closer to CT spawn at that point, he could have config could have potentially just fake planted and waited.
Yeah, exactly.
Then he could have he could have gotten a kill there.
But I think that's where you have to plan and basically just force the CTs, like put them on a timer,
right.
So they need to move forward, and that's going to give more room for Cajun to actually backstab. Even though it makes life a little bit harder for config, again, because he's going to have to deal with it. But again, if he's just faking at the bomb flank, not doing anything for 30 seconds, then obviously compLexity have already committed to the B bomb site. They might as well clear it out of that stage, even if it is a fake.
So OpTic are really doing the best OpTic impression. Where like everything's going so their way, and then all of a sudden they just start losing and losing and losing.
Yeah. I can't remember who they played. I think it was Vegas Squadron actually at Star Ladder, where they had this thing where they would constantly go towards Banana. They would constantly die to I want to say JR, opping in Banana time and time again. I think JR was something like 7-1 in opening duels, and it was just killing config every single round. And OpTic would initially fight for Banana, not get control, and then just bail out. Similar to what they did now, except they actually got a trade frag, but they just gave up Banana. So like, why did you even make the effort of using utility and going there?
See, here's the thing people don't realize as well. Is like, if you go and ask even people who had config ages ago as a player like Hunden, they all say he had like some of the best aim they've ever seen in CSGO.
Yeah.
But if you look, it's no exaggeration, he was only a top player in one team, and that was the MSL Dignitas /North. before that, he wasn't even that crazy like an up-and-comer, you know. And no one was like, oh, this guy's going to be so insane, you know. Like, he was just an okay player.
I think Magic actually had more like hype around him.
Of course, because at least he used to have those one-off maps when he was in SK. Like, go ham on overpass.
Yeah,
like,
exactly,
yeah, he would have like and online he was insane, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas like, until they got that particular digging task lineup, Config was never anyone people thought was going to be like a god or anything.
Well, they managed to.
Which makes me question how well he sort of knows his own game, you know, what he wants to do.
I think right now, like in
fact, he reminds me in that sense of Scream, actually, because obviously I've no doubt if you could like measure this as a metric, Scream probably still has amazing aim.
Oh yeah.
But you look at him in the game, he obviously doesn't really know exactly what his own identity should be, how he should use himself.
I mean, I think right now,
I mean, he does. It's just like the way he wants to use himself is for him to bait everyone, go in last, and pick up, you know, easy kills once he knows where to aim, and that's fine. But like, that's not a way to win games unless you're the third option on the team.
Yeah. I think the weird thing for me with OpTic, this OpTic lineup, considering, you know, how good Config can be and how good he is mechanically, is the fact that he gets used a lot as an entry fragger.
Of course. That's
like,
this is why I understand why they went for Nico in the trade, actually, because that's one thing I think this team lacked is like proper entry fraggers.
So Nico's going to be the cannon fodder, pretty much. But to be fair, you need players like that.
Of course, yeah.
We'll see here. He's going to be the first B execute, I think, since they started heading towards A, right? Losing a bunch of rounds.
Yeah. They're not very good at like ever selling the other site or pressuring it, if you notice. Like, what's this guy doing who's in halls now? Just coming purely back all the way. Like, doesn't show any presence at all. Doesn't even peek the guy made us some, you know, do something.
I think pretty much what Cajun has done every time he's gone over towards that area is he throws down the smoke that lands around Arch, and then just kind of bails out without making any noise.
Right, but I think he throws that every round, though.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Again, it's kind of like how you play out Nuke, right? Like you set down the wall of smokes every time on a T side, even though you're doing something completely different.
I mean, it's worked. Complexity hasn't guessed. They haven't rotated anyone, so at the moment, it's absolutely fine. I'll take a 5-on-2 in the B site. That's fine with me.
Yeah, no, it's going to be retake again as well. Like
this
unless
is a
they're
weird
running
style,
through the smoke, right?
What is Config doing?
I don't know.
Losing a lot of HP to a Molotov.
But
why did complexity let him plant 5v5 again?
Well, this is the part I don't.
What the fuck is going on
No,
here?
but here's the weird part about this, right? Is even if your plan is we're going to win the retake, what are the odds you're going to win it with no deaths, right? So you're basically planning. The best case scenario is you're going to have your economy trip, no matter what. So what's the minimum guns you lose? One, at least. Surely 2 or 3 even. You're going in blind, you know.
At least they go with the right decision this time around. They don't hard commit to the retake, so they're going to hold on to 4 weapons.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd love to have rounds where I have 5 T's alive and the bomb planted and smokes down. I'll take those all day long. So if we can just agree to start at that point in the round.
Yeah, I just don't understand because they still had utility to basically hold the site too. Like, imagine the retake there if they at least get 1 or 2 there, you know?
Oh yeah.
To hit the bomb site instead. Yeah, sure. It's 5-on-5 again, and then bomb going down, smokes down. Sure. I mean, you could take. Technically, this site is somewhat easy to retake in the sense of like you have a lot of spots you can smoke out and Molotov out, like not compared to a bomb site.
It's like very set. Like there's not a lot of off angles.
No, exactly.
On the B side of
like, you
Inferno.
know where you're gonna be fighting people usually on the retake. So like in that sense, sure, it is technically easy to at least know, but I think you're hoping for too much every single round. Like it's never gonna work for you every single time. Oh, here we go.
Well, it's another bomb planet.
Well, that's the.
That is kind of like.
Why are they still rotating towards A?
Yeah, I know.
Why do I see dots moving towards A?
They
Here's the thing. I'll give them credit. OpTic believe every retake is possible, and they're going to try and show us in this game that every retake is possible.
No, but okay. I'm not gonna agree with that fully, but I think that here with complexity, the call is okay. We get a kill early,
quickly,
we can go for it, right?
But
But
yeah,
like usually,
look at the
good
utility
teams
they
will not
have.
give. Yeah, but I still think it's like somewhat valuable if they do, because if you never go for it, right? There's going to be rounds, and I'm sure there's so many rounds you've seen back in the day of like, how does he win this, right? How do they win this, right? Because the T's are just assuming, oh, they're insta saving. I'm going to aggressively peek, right? And you say, well, you're an idiot, and then you die, and it's a 3-on-3, and then there's a chance. There's always a chance, Duncan.
Yeah, the problem is that how's he going to win this shouldn't be where all 10 players are
That's
alive.
not how we
your
run our
CT
lives,
side,
Robin.
And the bomb's down. Like, that
that's how
shouldn't
I
be the
run my
how's he going to win
life now.
this? Like, if you get to that position, you should have asked, how did I get into this position where he's going to win this?
Yeah, I think that the point that you're making, Robin, is like it makes sense if you have like the third player, like the guy who plays pretty much rotation between A and B. If he's like a little bit closer to the point where he can actually get into the thick of things before
How many free
OpTic
kills
just
has he got in
has
this time?
set positions.
Oh, that's that site open.
Yeah.
In we go.
Yeah, no,
runs
it's
over.
obviously, yeah. It just depends on spots and stuff, right?
Yeah, I think that I just like again, it's a bit of a 50-50 there because OpTic decided to go super quick towards A, and you have like the initial 3-man setup on compLexity over towards banana. I think honestly, it's a tough call to make for compLexity in the heat of the moment. But I think you kind of just need to push down banana to get some semblance of map control and kind of figure out where you can flank from and be, I guess, difficult to deal with in that sense. But
Well, the thing is, you've seen exactly what you just saw opening there twice from Yugi, which is he just ran up really quick and took the shot on the guy at the corner.
Yeah.
Like,
While
where's
he's,
the,
like,
where's the
holding a
nade?
grenade.
Where's the Molotov behind
Right.
him that traps him in, you know? Where's the flashbang that blinds him?
not there.
Well, he was the guy that was supposed to throw that, whoever was going to
Well, the one person who's been corrected this entire time is Duncan. He started off this game by saying which team is going to be the least empowering, effectively.
That's true.
And it's a really tough call, to be honest.
Right.
This is the one, right? Like, sat on the corner, Molotov comes
See
out
what I mean?
super
By the
late.
way, that's the second time Def has died exactly the same way.
That's what Duncan
Like,
was
what I don't
mentioning.
understand about that as well is, like, why are the CT mollies so slow? You get there first.
No, well, he probably had a bad spawn then, and he still threw the same nade instead of. It should probably have been his teammate.
Stanislaw.
Yeah, it should have been
do
his teammate
nade.
that threw the molly instead. No, banana is super important to have good spawns on. Like, same with like thinking mid, and it's a lot on a lot of maps.
So
Banana's free
Banana's
as fuck
lost
right now,
again.
man. It's free as fuck.
I mean,
Price
they're either
tag
trying to
0.
take banana control or they retake the bomb site.
Yeah. They don't really have like
I don't. Yeah, they're not
And
fans
in
of holding.
between.
Yeah, they don't have like. Like you're saying.
two very
They
extremes.
just don't like holding the bomb site, I guess.
OpTic have a season pass to both bomb sites.
Disney Pass.
No, I mean, A's been okay, except for that one round they just rushed up mid. I think, other than that, they've done a pretty good job.
Yeah. And that was a bit
They've
of a
got
gamble.
the fast lane pass into B.
Basically,
And now we have the bomb down.
Stanislaw said, in exchange for 5 CT rounds, I will give you a timeshare in both bomb sites. And it's up to you what you do with those. Like, you get the first, 45 seconds inside the site, and then I come. It's my season, you know. Time for me to try and take over.
All right, so OpTic got a total of 2 ecos this half.
That's not bad.
Not
And
bad at all.
Snappy has $12,000. Yogi has $10,000. Reasonable.
Loving life. All right, double offs at least, so that's a bit of a change of
Shazam
pace.
keeps buying ops even though he has 3 kills.
Eventually, it's going to turn around.
He's just doing nothing.
Oh, he had a good spawn that round. Oh, he's still about to go down. Oh, that was-
It's not in banana. It's over towards A.
What is this?
All right, so they've pretty much tried to go aggressive in AFs, which again I'm not against. They haven't really done it, so it could catch them off guard. But it didn't really pan out at all. So now they just lost control of the A bomb site.
Oh, they're gambling again.
Yeah. Oh, they have to. Only real question here now is whether or not OpTic are going to send.
But
like
the
a
thing
rogue
is,
guy
though,
in.
if you want to gamble responsibly at GGBet.
There you go. Wise
job.
words.
Shout out to one of our sponsors.
Yeah, that would be just rather awkward if I was to say that for no reason.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah. And I'd just like to announce my own personal sponsorship.
Speaking of irresponsible gambling, why would compLexity gamble with 3 players in A when it's unlikely you win in A even with 3 players? Gamble in B, and then if they come there, you might actually win.
I mean, I think that it's clear that their compLexity does not really feel comfortable holding the bomb sites.
Here's what
we
would-
take B.
Here's what would have actually worked.
See, they're a terrorist-sided team, Robin, so they just want to attack the bomb
Right.
sites.
If they'd have
Right.
done this even
Both
once,
have.
this would have worked. Is that when you show the aggression in banana, that's when you've gambled with the guys behind in the site. And then if they kill the guys banana, they come in the site, think it's free, and then you kill them. Then again, there's Snappy. He's about to go into the rings and do an upside inversion. and then on to the pommel horse.
It was a pretty disappointing end to the half by compLexity. 6 straight.
Just
Rambo's
pretty
just
disappointing
going.
half, just full stop.
Rambo's like, I used to be a motherfucking legend. Now I'm like Shazam. Can you get some AWP kills, please? Because I would like a career in esports. Oh, this is not what we practiced.
This is not what
At this
we
point,
went through.
I'm trying to retake my fucking dignity. And there's 5 guys alive, and I've got no utility.
Damn. All right. I like that.
Yeah. You know,
Here we go. One of the rounds that they won.
Two of the
I
rounds
know,
they
they're
won.
going out of their way to show the highlights of complexity, aren't they?
Well, at least the short highlight reel then, so we can get on with the second half.
Right.
Why are all the highlights just complexity players? What is this? Oh, here
There we go.
Def getting a free kill there.
Oh, no bias at all, I guess, towards North American Counter-Strike, of course.
That was ridiculous.
That's all right. You would think the complexity was winning there, 14-1.
I know. Like, literally, all you saw was 1 kill by OpTic. They won 10 rounds.
That's exactly the kind of thing. Remember how Fragbite used to do those videos where they film behind you at events?
course.
And it'd be like videos of like us playing against SK at a tournament. It'd be like SK winning like 6 rounds in the video, and then we'd win the match like 16-6. It's like,
You're
what?
right. Oh, wow, yeah.
And be like,
But
yeah,
that's not misleading at all. It's just them just winning rounds, and then it's like cuts off to us
Yep.
shaking hands, and it's like SK went on to lose 6-16.
oh, this is a nice half.
Not bad, is it?
Now we'll see, because now complexity can benefit from doing the force if they want.
Yeah. It's the long con, right? Lose pistol
Good
on
night.
purpose. It's gonna be clean. Yeah, clean eco
There
here.
we go.
Didn't get a bomb plant, I guess, which I seemed like it was the intention with how many.
Can
smoke
someone
grenades
go
above.
check if it's really Shazam playing and not his double ganger from the
Oh,
kitchen
actually,
area?
yeah, that's true.
That would explain a lot of
Shazam's
things.
tied up in like a closet somewhere. Wait a minute, but if you're here, then who's downstairs?
'Cause that would explain a lot of things
Yeah.
currently.
You'll see later on stream, guys. There is a guy who works for Beyond the Summit who looks literally like Shazam.
Yeah.
Like if he was wearing a complexity jersey, his own teammates would be coming up like, "What are
We're
you doing
supposed
here?
to
I
play
just
Well,
saw
they
you
might be.
outside."
They might be
Yeah, I know.
right now. These retakes are too much. I'm gonna need more coffee.
Have you tried a Monster? Also, one of the sponsors for Beyond the Summit.
I see you're favouring the white monster there. Not like our friend Trez Saranthus, who will be arriving later.
That is very true. He does have an affinity for.
Yeah, the black variety.
Yeah.
As has now been officially recognised by the god of YouTube, PewDiePie.
That's true, actually. Amidst all the TwitchCon compilations. Cheeky little stunner highlight there.
Oh, we're talking about Stunner.
Yeah.
Talking about.
About the time he
Monsters.
almost took a black monster to the face.
Oh, right, right.
I
And
just
then
feel like
also that time when he was on a stream and he was drinking from an energy drink.
I just feel like the white ones go down easy.
Well, I've been told not to say anything political, so that'll be the end of my segment on that one. But anyway, back to the game. It's 5-11. And here's the news with me.
We also got nothing coming.
Yeah, Jordan's coming.
Should have arranged something.
Right, right. When does he come tomorrow?
He's coming today.
Is it today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's just Stunner that arrives a little bit later.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yes. There we go.
So for the
Nice
people
and
that
easy.
doesn't want to just listen to Duncan all day, we will have nothing joining us later too.
Yep. Probably a couple of players as well once they start filling up the
Well, we'll
house.
see about that.
Yeah.
You know.
Might get your identical. Actually, there's a fair bit of like doppelgangers in this house right now. Obviously, Shazam and Josh from BTS, but you also
Right.
have Nex and Fiffy.
Yeah. Yeah. We should actually do because there's never been like a proper.
I think we could get like
For,
a
like,
game of like
You know what I want to
Josh,
see? Are you ready?
Shazam, you and Nex.
Here's what you need to
Right, you wanna
see.
do that?
This is what I want to see. We need to get Shazam and the other guy, you and Nex, and do the face swap app and see if it's the exact
actually,
same
yeah,
face.
if it actually does
Oh
anything.
right, that would be super fun.
Because you know, I can't remember who it was. Oh, you know, someone did it. It was Moses and someone. Oh, can you remember who it is? Where they put a... I can't remember what the player was, but they put like the same beard on this player, and he looked exactly like Moses.
Trying to think of who that could have been.
It was someone who wasn't bald, and they made him bald, innit? So he had the same beard as Moses.
I
though.
saw
You know what
this
I mean?
one. Oh,
they just put Moses bald hair on him.
right.
He looked identical. It was legit. I can't think of what player it would be, though.
Was that like from E-League or something? So it would be like an
I don't
E-League
know.
team?
Oh, no, I remember. Yeah, I saw this. I can't remember from where.
Because whoever it was like scary how close it was.
Right.
Oh,
All right, someone can just tweet
I
it.
don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Just
I can't remember.
send us
Somebody
the photo.
who knows.
Yeah. Just
Someone
send us the
knows.
photo on
Someone
Twitter.
knows what I'm referring to. So find that.
And then in return, what we'll do is we'll do the face swap with.
because my idea is you
Me
get
and Nex.
Shazam and the guy from BTS, you get Nex and Fifflaren, and we're going to do a face swap app on them and see if it's just the same face. If they're like, it just looks like we didn't even do the face swap app.
No, I have. So the
Obviously
thing
on the
about-
separate duos, not on Shazam and fucking Fifflaren. I think you'll guess on that one.
obviously. No, we'll do that. All right. That's something
that'll be
for
legit.
for Ken from BTS to sort out.
Sort out, yeah.
Look, he could use the auto shotgun too. Like it.
Just end this game already. No one even cares.
Dude, that's the thing. What people don't realize, right? Like when even when talent or stuff ask like stupid questions, like, oh, how about the economy? Huh? It's like people just assume that we're idiots. I'm like, no, listen, dude. We're
In
just
some
trying
cases
to.
we are.
Well, I mean, yes, sure. You know, but we're not going to argue that. But what I am trying to argue here is that maybe you're an expert over there on the couch. I'm sure that there's plenty of plebs out there that are just tuning in from Dota 2 as well for the first time. I'm like, what is this? Counter forces?
When does the choking part begin?
Oh, damn, yeah. That's later in the evening.
After lunch.
It's after, exactly. We're going to have some sort of structure.
Shazam there, like the old joke goes, he must be the strongest player on compLexity. He holds up the entire scoreboard every round.
Oh,
Yeah,
no, not bad.
the Atlas of
That's a good
compLexity
one.
as it was.
I don't know. I don't think it's that bad of a player, Shazam. I think he has
I
his
think he's a very
moments.
mediocre player, especially because he's in the primary AWPer.
No, so here's the thing for me, right? And it's one of those things of like, there's obviously a reason as to why, for example, even a person like Sean Garris decides to play with Shazam, swapping teams with him too, right? Like leaving roster, staying with Stan here too, like
Having him be a part of the
right,
rebuild.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like, there's something, you know.
Yeah.
Is there? I'm gonna message Sean and find out.
I'm actually pretty sure.
I feel like
Sean's
we
talked
asked about this
yeah,
one
I
time.
I feel like Sean's like
what if
really
he just
high
messages back like, nah, actually what happened was we were once on the way home and he just pulled me out of a burning car wreck and I said,
on, I owe you one.
yeah, I owe you one. And he goes, yeah, you do. About the next two teams, I'm going to be in them. I go, bloody hell, you should have just put me back. Should have just put me back, mate.
Jesus Christ. No, but I'm pretty sure Sean has talked like mentioned the fact that Shazam is like really good as a teammate in terms of
Exactly.
being able to again like communication, all that kind of stuff, and also like willing to follow.
He's willing to do whatever the leader says. So anyone who's watched By the Numbers knows about that swan neck, and that's all I'm going to say. That's a little Easter egg for all the viewers there who know what I'm referring to.
You want to plug it too? Where can I
By
watch
the
that?
Numbers, you can watch it on Richard Lewis's channel,
Which one?
the YouTube channel.
No, which one are you like referring to? Which by the numbers?
Oh,
Oh,
by
which
the no,
episode?
I don't know what episode. Everyone that has Shazam on it.
Great.
Everyone we make
Pumping
the
up
same
all the
joke every
numbers here.
time, mate. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You have to understand, it's like British comedy. It's a lot of catchphrases, a lot of referring back to the same things over and over again, and then going, is that 2 hours? Right, can we get paid now and leave, please?
That sounds about right, actually. Day's work is done. Ooh, okay.
Robin has taken it a step further. He doesn't even really pretend to work at Twitch anymore. I'm not sure that he's gone in the last 2 years.
2 years. That's a stretch. It's probably more like 2.5 now.
But look,
That WoW gold will not get itself.
look at that, like a non-5v5 retake,
Oh, here we go.
and it works out for the CT side. It's pretty funny how that works.
Well, compLexity, do you have a legendary coach? Maybe they can analyze the demo afterwards.
Both teams
Come up with a couple of takeaways.
have pretty established coaches. Rugger from Source
Yeah.
and North. Not sure how much credit you want to take for being a coach in North, but I'd go back to the Source one if I were you, Rugger. Go, listen, you know, in Source I was good. I knew I was doing that.
Well, North has been.
I always love that, by the way. Like, again, I don't know. Maybe it's considered BM because it's sponsor or whatever, but I just love the fact that that's like a feature they now offer on all the gambling sites that you can still bet on the game now. It's like if you want to bet on games where someone's up 13-6, it's like, do you just want to give us your money for free for basically?
What do you mean? But you can do that in regular sports too.
Yeah,
It comes up
of
like
course.
that's why the odds are like so high, right?
I mean, these kind of bets actually aren't bad in some games because like from 6-13 on T side, you know, it's like 4 weapon rounds. And you're tied.
Right.
And
If you would have
like,
given me that and compLexity had won that round, for example, and
They
OpTic
had
would have
a
been on eco.
proper buy, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know.
You can't get behind that.
Yeah. Right. Ghost Gaming just arrived.
Yeah, they're going to be playing the next game.
Yeah. That next game. We'll see. We obviously
They got a pretty rough first round draw though. They're going up against Energy.
I'm
Yeah, but they
super
should know
impressed
them
by
really well.
Ghost.
Like I was seeing the scrim against.
I
an
actually
18.
really like watching Ghost. I think they're one of
Dude,
those teams that just
Wardell has been
fun
just
to
like
watch.
beyond godlike ever since he started playing with Josh.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kusta as well. Like again, like they have 2 very op-heavy players, but they've just been falling out, which is really cool to see. I mean, especially like considering even in the previous seasons of Pro League with Wardell playing, I guess at that point buddy team still. All the iterations of Ghost. I mean, you could just tell that he was just way too good of a player to not move up. It's cool to see like Kusta having a bit of a redemption story for himself as well. Obviously, got the chance in Team Liquid. That didn't pan out.
I love the way people still push that angle, you know, of like, oh, see, Kusta's sort of shown he wasn't rubbish by playing for that like 8th best team in NA that has all the players who can't play in majors. You're like, what? He can't play majors? Oh no, he could. He just never would be on a team that's good enough.
I mean, listen, I would never call Ghost like 8th best team in NA. If anything, they're probably one of the better ones.
They're probably like the 4th best team or something.
I mean, you can even argue top 3 right at this point.
Yeah, I'd take them over.
They've only had
Cloud9.
one LAN where they've done anything. That's the thing.
No, but I mean, yeah, but you can say that about every single North American team, can't you? What has Cloud9 done recently? You know?
Well, no,
Oh,
absolutely
they're
nothing.
obviously terrible, man.
Right. No, that's what I mean. So, like, what else? Like,
You got Energy and
Liquid.
Liquid.
It was
and
hyperbole,
after that, it's
right?
pretty
Yeah.
open season.
And sure, yeah, they can't attend major, but honestly, at this day and age, like, with like the, I don't know.
Majors aren't as
I agree. Like, if
big of
that's
a
the
deal.
one tournament a year that you can't play, is it really that big of a deal then? Oh, it's right. It's 2 tournaments a year. When there's so many anyway, like you've been
Yeah,
really
I mean-
banned almost everywhere else.
just go to WSG, make more money than everyone else does.
Yeah. No, I'm sure there's going to be like one Asian tournament somewhere, you know, during the major that collides. You can just go and win some cash there instead.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
Eco time.
yeah. compLexity did not winning the last round.
To get the chance at least to like pretty up the scoreboard in that sense. Still seems a little bit far-fetched to expect them to come back.
What was the second map again?
Mirage.
Oh, okay.
And Nuke is the decider. Right?
There ain't gonna be a decider.
No, it was Train Decider.
Train.
No, it was Nuke.
Was it Nuke?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was complex.
attention.
It's never been your strong suit, has it,
No, I
Robin?
Honestly, when it comes to Vetoes and stuff, I am terrible.
It's like in one ear, out the other.
Yeah. It's one of those things of like, because it gets to the point where it's like so repetitive of like, yeah, listen, I don't need to know that OpTic never plays this map. Like,
Is that how Exist also felt? Is that an NIP thing?
well,
I
maybe.
understand. Ever since
Maybe.
EMS1 kind of eats it, Robin's just been like, whatever, the veto, yada, yada, yada. And then, look, we didn't win. That's all that matters. You win some,
Right.
you lose some.
That's what I
You
mean.
know?
You know, you're gonna have some mistakes.
Exactly.
You just have to get to learn with it.
Exactly.
You know, when people say like, oh, in order, like, it doesn't matter who we're up agaast, like, we have to beat the best. You know, like,
Sure.
we want to
Just
win.
have to play our game.
Right, and you can say the same thing about maps then. Like, why make it easier for yourself when you can make it harder?
We need to learn a lot more from losses, right? Was
Right.
that the approach you had?
I mean, technically, well, not really, but you know, we can say it was.
Well, that's actually the thing, jokes aside, which this is one of the weird things. Obviously, I'm pretty critical of a lot of those like weird exist vetoes, but I will say the times when Nip then did do like a big upset over a team that was better than them and win, it's pretty epic when you beat the team on their good maps.
Oh yeah.
That makes it a pretty legendary match, you know. That's the reason why when you remember all those series, those are some of like the most epic series ever.
But that's why, like, they're like, look at Astralis, right? They have probably one of the few teams right now that they literally don't care what map they play. Like, they're at that point.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, for other teams, there's gonna be teams that are decent on 5.
Do you think Fnatic's also at that same point?
No, I don't think so. I definitely don't
So you think Exist is?
Well, here's the funny thing.
I mean, but you can't just base it off of solely on Vetoes, right? I just think the whole team itself just needs a little bit of.
Yes, they need quite a bit of.
Yeah.
The thing is, though,
Quite
the
a bit
moment in the scene.
I like the pickup though.
Like, there's a lot of top teams at the moment have a very small map pool. Especially because Dust 2 got added. And if you notice, almost nobody, like some teams tried it early. Most people, at best, just think Dust 2's okay. No one legit likes that map.
Right.
So it's made like more of a wild card in the map pool in that sense. Because like, there's no team's going to permaban it, but you don't really want to play it. So then that's one already. Everyone's got a weakness there, you know. Except Astralis in theory. They only had that one loss to North that was kind of a bit silly, but that's it.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised because normally everyone is just against new maps in the beginning, right? Like same with even when new Inferno came out, it wasn't really played all too much right off the bat. Yeah. Same with Cobblestone, same with Overpass. Like it takes a while, but Dust 2 has just really been struggling. I feel like to come back in the map pool a lot. Like you barely ever see it.
I think it's just because like it's still Dust 2. Like obviously there's been a couple of changes here and there, but it's still Dust 2 in nature, so it has that volatility to it. So it does make sense for you, like, because it's volatile, you can still be great at Dust 2, but you can still have, like, run into that off game where a team that doesn't necessarily play it as much can just get away with a win simply because it allows for individuals to win out rounds a lot more easily than other maps.
That happens with, like, almost every map. Like, there's the current Astralis nuke streak. There was another streak for VP at some point. Then SK had the streak on trade, but like outside of those, like there's never really a map that's just like a guaranteed win. Like I think the Dust 2 storyline is just a little bit overplayed.
I mean, I think it's much more evident on Dust 2 than any other map. I mean, even if you go to like Mirage, yeah, that's a map that can swing by all means, but not to the same extent. Like I think you have bigger stretches where like a worse team can beat out a better team on Dust 2 than let's say Mirage.
So basically, vENdetta, what we're saying is that the new Dust 2 is like the marriage of Will Smith and whoever that one was, Jada Pinkett Smith, because it looks good, everything seems great, but it can swing both ways. Look it up online if you want. That was a legit reference. I mean, a bit dated to be fair. Like I'm referencing Will Smith in like 2018. But
Didn't he just
any of you kids used to watch The Fresh Prince?
Is there something? Right, there is something, right? What was it? Bad Boys? Oh, really? Is that coming out? Because I know he's coming back into style. Like he definitely came out with something like recently.
All I know is that he's like back going on tour with his kid or something.
Well, okay. Yeah. Oh, is that what he has too?
He does YouTube.
So the person that's talking to me on the side is Steel.
Talking to that.
I wonder
they
if that
can't hear
works.
you with us.
No, they have to turn it on.
Can you turn the mic on for Steel?
Yeah, Steel is here. I might as well bring him in.
Anyone in production?
James, you want to
join
join
the mic on?
What are you doing?
I don't think people have figured out the concept of mics here. Like, let's all have conversations.
What do you think about this game?
Mic. Really? All right, and then, yeah.
I in particular like the interviews where these guys are just asking other people questions and then they're not speaking to the mic and no one else can hear the answers. So everybody only hears the questions on the stream.
No, what's great is they do hear them also going, yeah. Okay, wow, really? Oh, that's fascinating.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's really interesting, actually. I'm glad you told us that.
It looks like they brought the rights exam into the game.
That was 2v4.
Yeah, they brought the rights exam into the game. He's got 10 kills this app.
That's what they did, actually. They played with the BTS.
It was the old rope-a-dope.
Yeah.
They were lulling him into a false sense of security.
No,
Oh, really?
We couldn't hear it, so.
We couldn't hear anything.
Oh, I gave him the microphone.
Yeah, I was speaking from
I
too far away.
apologize. Well, James was basically saying that.
Hello?
Ooh, here we go.
go.
Yeah, now it works. Oh, dude, that sounded so sexy too. It's like super deep.
Just get it very
Yeah,
wide.
yeah. Oh, you have to a little bit closer.
I think you have to talk like directly into it, not
Yeah,
on the side.
You literally almost have to suck it.
All right, so
There we go. Yeah.
Rub it on your
Get it
lips.
right in there.
So what do you think about this game, Josh?
Breathe gently
So
into
obviously
it.
you probably missed most of it, but
I missed most of it. I
next
just
map
got
is
here.
Mirage, and then the third is Nuke.
Well, I mean, they're all good maps for both the teams.
Come
so
on,
I
give
don't
us
know.
some dirt
Oh,
here.
yeah,
what is
alive.
that?
Get food. Get him off. Get him off.
I want OpTic to win. I don't know.
It's going to be a great
Come on.
game.
It's
both,
gonna,
play-
yeah.
don't both teams
no, I
played
want
hard.
OpTic to win. I think, I don't know. I don't really know what to say. I'm just watching, trying to observe. But I came in because you were talking about
Tell you
Will
what,
Smith
though.
stuff.
No,
You
that's
stopped
true. Oh, that's
observing
right. Yeah,
years
right.
ago.
Tell you what, though,
Now you're
Steele,
playing.
that
You're not
Shazam
observing
is a hell of
anymore.
a player,
Now-
right?
Who was?
That Shazam is a hell of a player.
Yeah, a great player.
That's great. Yeah,
Just gonna leave it there.
Politics.
Okay.
Anyway, yes, Will Smith.
Will Smith.
Yes, so
Yeah.
you said he's coming out with Bad Boys 3.
Yeah, the dude that was in the movie with him in Bad Boys 1 and 2.
Right, I forget
Martin
his
Lawrence?
name.
Yeah,
so,
Martin
yeah.
He just confirmed that they're doing Bad Boys 3 or something. So,
Oh,
so I
okay.
saw that on Reddit, and then I read something that like Will Smith was doing something with like YouTube. He was doing YouTube videos, and people were editing it or something for him.
Maybe that's why,
I'm not
right? Because
sure.
I feel like I just recently read something about him too, and it wasn't about the Bad Boys.
Yeah, and he did some
3.
like YouTube like reply to someone else that like asked him to do something on YouTube, like a challenge of some sort.
I saw
It
he,
was-
like,
it was a
jumped
while
from
ago. It's,
like,
like, really big.
like a balloon kind of a thing for his 50th birthday and stuff like that. Was that it?
Will Smith's 50.
Yeah.
He probably has a lot of stuff.
Not alive.
Shocker. How old did you think he was?
Oh, in my brain, he still looks pretty legit. You'd think he's like,
40-ish?
yeah,
Yeah,
40.
but
He
like-
still looks pretty
40,
legit.
but how old is it? How old is his?
I understand he
his kid?
can't be because that's only 5 years older than me.
Well, I mean, he
In my-
could.
the
He
problem
could.
is in my brain, he's hit the sweet spot where it's like, you know.
Yeah.
And how old do I look?
Do you want
Oh.
a truthful answer here?
Yeah.
No, I would probably say like 27.
Yeah,
Really?
around that.
No way.
Interesting.
He looks 30.
Damn. No, but he's shaving and stuff today. Like, looks very groomed.
He's trying to get like that young guy's haircut. Like, oh, give me something that the kids are down with, you know.
I didn't ask for this.
What, the abuse or the haircut?
I was,
I didn't sign up for this.
I was told to get this one.
Okay. To be fair, that does look a bit like Kusta's haircut. Did he recommend?
You know, I respect the guy so much that I
Right.
decided to get the same haircut.
You were like,
as
I
him.
want to be as good at opera as him, so
Yeah.
if it's the haircut that's doing it,
Gotta
me
try
up.
everything.
exactly.
Hey, listen, I've noticed that myself. Turning 31 this year.
That's why
that-
you got the exist beard.
No, listen, we're just all trying new things.
Exactly.
You know, like I'm too old to the point of like, I'm becoming that guy who'd be like, these Fortnite kids on their cell phones. You know?
Goddamn Fortnite.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, you played 10 mans,
Yeah.
and everyone was
Yeah, I
cheating.
played Snake.
Especially the
growing up,
Germans.
you know, yeah.
Nowadays, you're building stuff. You got sniper rifles. You
It's
had
just a whole
you had
new
to
world.
earn a sniper rifle when I used to play Counter-Strike.
Right. Exactly. No,
Exactly.
it's a brand new world.
These
here.
kids nowadays, they just spawn with one.
By the way, did anybody put a bet down on compLexity when we got the odds last time?
What do you mean?
I mean, they're bringing it back right now.
Well, I told you it was a decent bet.
Yeah, you did.
We're not.
Did you actually follow through on it though, Tommy?
No, I'm not allowed to bet anymore.
I was gonna say
There
we're
we go,
not.
yeah.
I've given
I
up.
know.
I've given up a lot
Plus,
of money.
he's already put
Right.
all of his liquid income into short and Tesla.
So it
He's
really
not
can't
available,
afford-
guys. He's just, this is a long-term project, and he's already decided in true media manipulation fashion. Even if Tesla actually starts to look like a good prospect, he's just going to try and skew the entire media opinion. Like, still really bad.
I really wish I had that kind of market power, and if I ever get it, I'll try really hard not to abuse it. But unfortunately, so far I don't.
If
yet.
only Elon
Possess
Musk
that.
said the same thing.
I know. I know.
There we go.
Maybe he is trying really hard, but he just can't
I
help
know.
himself.
Could also be the case, yeah.
He's like, can I do just a bit of financial tampering? Just a little bit. I won't do much.
Problem is
Can
the
I
same
just
thing
say the
happens
share
as with
prices
Vetoes.
goes?
You know, like
course.
you cook the books once, and the next time he has to be a little more, and a little more, and a little more. Pretty soon you're not even trading anymore. It's just actually just fake numbers. Hey, Robin, what did we make this month? 25 million?
Sounds
Not
great.
enough. That's not enough.
Yeah. Make it 40. By the way, talking poorly about Shazam, bringing it back here, Duncan.
Can we just do like a little quick comparison of the player shots from the first half to the second half? I'm still curious whether the same human has been playing there the whole time.
Oh, you're talking about. All right.
Shazam broke free from the closet. Nobody on compLexity actually noticed the change. It's like,
Of course not. Maybe it was Josh. It was
never know.
no, not you. There's Shazam has an identical twin here.
Oh yeah, Paul.
Oh, you said, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Paul.
Paul.
I thought it was Josh.
Oh, yeah, you said Josh.
Yeah,
that's why I said
100%
Josh.
sure it was Josh.
Lying to my face.
Yeah.
We should confirm.
Someone here is named Josh.
Well,
outside of this Josh.
outside of
He's
Steel,
he's talking
Josh.
Fridge. It's Paul.
Oh, and
I don't know no
baseball?
sports. Sorry.
you were saying Boston won baseball, right? Like last week.
Oh, Red Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually felt bad about it because I just bought this at the airport.
Oh, today.
On my
Or,
yeah,
this
on my
week?
layover, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why do you feel bad about it?
Because I'm coming to LA and they beat the Dodgers.
I mean, listen, it's not necessarily feeling bad about it. It's just more so like you want to come out alive.
Yeah, I definitely didn't wear it through like the TSA check. Like,
That's why I started wearing the San Francisco one. Everyone like
because you're not winning anything.
No, well,
or?
in Europe, like the New York Yankees one is just so like that's
Played
the one.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the
Played
one you can
out.
buy. Like we didn't have a lot of like different brands.
No.
It
You
was just the
literally
New
had,
York
like-
Yankees one, right?
Yeah.
So I kept that one, and then obviously in San Francisco you can't really wear that. In Oakland,
No,
and
that's
it's just
very
like,
true.
well, gonna have to change. You like this?
It's nice. Where did you get that from?
I don't know.
Ken provided it.
Must be nice.
Yeah. You can't try and sponsor plug me here, but yeah, I am wearing a Summit T-shirt. I don't
They
know
do
where
sell
we can
this
buy-
merch.
Yes, they do. I
on
just.
the BTS site.
Oh, is that where it is? Do you
Yeah.
have the full link?
Now
Maybe
you're
we
putting
can-
me on the
all
spot
right.
here.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get
I
it
know.
though.
Well, blame Josh. He was the one who started
brought it
this.
up. Yeah, he threw us under the bus here.
But yes, I do have merch again.
All right, I gotta go set up. So.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck.
Have fun.
Enjoy.
Well, you enjoy yourself.
All right, so up to this point, we've seen OpTic get 3 rounds, and 2 of them were pistol, or like off the pistol.
They'll find a way to lose. That's what they do.
Wait, who though?
Both.
Because I mean, that's the issue, right? Like we'd led into this, like whoever plays the least terrible.
Well,
out
if
of
you
these
look
two so
logically
far.
by the money on OpTic, if they lose this round, they should just lose the whole game.
Yeah.
But that's where logic fails you, Duncan, because then compLexity will find a way to disappoint.
Yeah.
And we're going to be all even at 14 apiece.
Getting all the rounds. A couple of bonus rounds in there as well. It's what you like to see. At least OpTic are playing this correctly in terms of like how much utility they have left. Like they have to play aggressively in banana.
Well, insta-fragged. That hurts.
Because if you guys are in this situation, do you guys just call for the 4-man stack, or do you actually split 2-2 here?
I mean,
I hate to
considering-
split 2-2. In this
Yeah.
scenario, I'd always rather I'd rather put 3 one side, 1 the other, so the 3
Especially
has a
knowing
chance,
config
and
is
the
low.
1 can just
Yep.
give the
Yep.
info. At least I can do the 3-man retake.
Yep.
Yeah.
2v2 is like, unless you just go ham with the guy in the site, like config here, you just lose the round no matter
yeah, but he has
what.
no HP, so it's just like.
Because if these 2 guys die in the site now, how do you
over.
retake with 2 people? You know,
And
and that's it.
Oh, he TP. Oh, okay.
Okay,
That was sick. Fair enough.
pretty nice turnaround.
I know, but I agree. I think it's very different if you have like utility and full HP on all 4. Like,
course,
yeah,
yeah.
you can play 2-2, but at that point,
In
yeah,
that
you
scenario,
wanna
you got to stack 1.
Yeah, you have to
you
gamble
know.
there. All right.
This is kind of a bit of a weird thing for the ops as well, because Yugi had a pretty good going of it on the T side with the op. Shazam obviously had a really rough time on the CD side.
Which
And
is
normally-
also
normally
what's
you see the
weird.
opposite, right?
Yeah, normally, actually, that's the thing about this map, because we're going to see NRG in this tournament.
Oh, with Zerk,
Like,
yeah.
NRG with Zerk on this map, mate, he does nothing on Inferno. I don't know why. It just doesn't happen for him, mate.
It's a really hard map to op on, though. Like, in
Sure.
general.
Yeah.
Like, you would think, especially on CT side, it's just like, well, there's a lot of there's a lot of spots you can go
There's
to.
too much utility usage, so that's the
Right,
thing, you know.
right,
so
exactly.
You're never
Like, you
getting those
never-
free shots
yeah,
on the
you
banana
never
or
get the
something.
initial
Yeah.
kill.
Someone's flashing you, putting a
Right.
volley behind you.
Because
you
back in
can't
the
do it.
day, like, I mean, you would go aggressive. Okay, I'm going to go up and out of this guy. You get the kill, and then you rotate back to mid, and you
Yes.
get, like, another kill. It's not necessarily, like, it still happens on occasion, but just nowhere near.
This is a Bernie Sanders game. Look at the socialism of this scoreboard. It's like everyone gets the same amount of kills, right? Yugi, you sit there, mate. We're going to make them give up 3 kills so that you get near there. It's like, what is this?
See that happen? Oh, did they add the little things now? That's cool.
The little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I know what you mean.
How many are
many
live
people
after
are
every
alive?
But
round?
I think that's a bug in Panorama, so it's not always truthful to how many people actually stayed alive.
Right.
I'm not sure if they actually fixed that yet, but that was an issue at least early on.
Well, that's perfect.
So can't have it all.
I mean, at least it looks like somewhat accurate.
Yeah,
even though we
exactly.
don't know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I can at least use that off.
People are not going to remember it, so just go by the numbers in that sense.
This is the game right
Oh?
here, boys. This round's the game. compLexity wins, they win the game.
Issue for OpTic right now is that
Well, that's a free kill.
Okay.
that was interesting.
Config's had a pretty whack game. Like, I've seen him lose so many duels in this banana. I haven't really seen any particular highlights from him, you know.
I mean, pretty much all we saw out of highlights in the first half was complexities. At least Yugi's able to even it out.
I just can't handle living in a world where the Dallas Cowboys owns compLexity. We need to go back. This was all a mistake. Esports was a mistake. We need to go back.
Listen, Duncan, I hate to break it to you, but there's a lot of bad investments
My
made
dream-
everywhere. And I don't know if compLexity is one, because it could have been bought
Well,
for
here's the downside. Yeah, they could have bought it very... I would imagine they bought it
not a
pretty
crazy
cheap.
valuation.
Yeah.
So in that case, it could still be a great deal.
But my dream is that they actually... Esports does get big enough that, like, Jerry Jones is, like, interfering in the compLexity lineup, and he's just like, yeah, get rid of this year guy. I don't want him anymore. They're like, he's our best up-and-coming player. Trade him now.
Doesn't really work that way.
And bring in that Hiko. He's got a lot of future left in him. For a max contract. Like, oh, Jerry, why are you fucking up another franchise? Listen, I fucked up my own NFL team. I'll fuck up my CSGO team as well.
It's my team.
And don't you ever tell me that again. You're fired. Oh,
Look at that.
this is the
Shazam's
game.
doing it.
Snappy's got to keep the game alive. 1v2. Insta-frag the second he comes out the smoke.
Yeah.
Nice round by Shazam.
Game time. It's okay.
That's
they've
pretty
got,
sick.
They've got the, like, poor buy, so they've still got all the guns, but no utility. Let's see what they do here.
So I think Shazam had, what, 3 frags
He's
after the first half?
13-4
Oh,
second half.
look at this.
He's 13-4 second
They've
half.
chosen to go with 2 MP5s to get the utility over the M4s with no utility.
I mean, at this point,
What do you think of this call?
oof.
Because they haven't really done very well with the utility so far, have they?
Yeah, and I mean, they haven't really... Yeah, no, I'm still worried about how they're going to approach Banana if they're still going to play aggressively here. Again, like, I guess they had config with the M4 and Banana, but they also have Snappy there. Like, Snappy's not going to be able to do much to help out config.
Look at
and,
that.
he's
How
been
can
nice.
config lose a fight like that?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, this just feels mismatched to me. Like, why isn't Snappy there at least, and Config on the longer end?
It's just, yeah, it's just disjointed.
Yeah.
But
And
like
then look,
every time we see them in
Look what
Banana,
they've
it's
done
been
now.
like,
So we
no
lost
trade
a guy.
potential.
Let's split up and do a 2 in each
Yeah,
site.
it's so-
And now
okay.
it's done. Like, my dream if I'm the terrorists is, could I please have like 3 people attacking 2 people inside the A site with limited economy? I'll take that all day long.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're gonna have to give credit to where credit's due, man.
I mean, compLexity brought it back. I mean, again. And I will say, like, just execution-wise, how they went about, winning their rounds was more convincing than what we saw out of OpTic for a lot of rounds. I mean, the B hits from OpTic were pretty decent, but their A hits were somewhat lacking.
What a disappointing game from OpTic.
Oh, yeah.
I
but
knew that, like, this was going to be complexity snap.
Oh, here's
Like,
the brutal thing.
If you won one of them, you favored them, but, like, come on.
Brutal thing about this map here is now compLexity think all those weird retakes on CT side was right. They're like, well, we won the game. What are you talking about?
Right.
It worked. What are you talking about, bro?
You definitely saw a difference, though, because OpTic never actually ended up playing the way that compLexity did. Like, they try to push, they try to play aggressive, they try to go for the kills. It's just, like you're saying, like, especially on Banana, like, Config getting caught off guard quite a few times.
He
like,
lost so many duels there.
yeah,
it was
and like not a
unbelievable.
lot of teamwork going on. Like, it was just it was a little bit frustrating.
And here's the
to
other
watch.
thing, right? So when he takes those duels, there's never like a pop flash ready for when he tries to drop back.
No, that's what I mean.
Just on his own.
OpTic's T
It's
side
just on
is
his own.
literally
Right.
config goes banana for other players that are somewhere else, and then he either gets a kill or he dies, and then they reset.
Yeah. Which is not the way you want to go about it. It's
Right.
not a- not an ideal
Only
way
good
of
thing
playing.
about their T side was complexity CT side, which is just allowing 5v5 retakes.
That was a bit of a new one, yeah.
Why don't we ask Shazam about
Well,
that?
Shazam's just
Let's
dunked
just
out
warm up in
quickly.
this retake server. Oh wait, this is a live game. My mistake.
That was a bit of a
Come
weird
back.
one. We go what? Mirage was next one, right?
Yes.
That was OpTic's pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
at least should see something better in terms of just both sides really. They can't rely on OpTic or compLexity playing weird CT sides for them to get rounds.
Maybe it's the new meta. Maybe compLexity is going to play 5B.
They're ahead
and
of the
just
game.
Oh, God.
start
So ahead of the
retaking ahead.
game.
They're ahead of the game. Yeah.
Just don't know.
Yeah.
That definitely locks down B on Mirage.
They're like, hey, listen.
Yeah, that's true.
They're like, listen, dude, you can't ever die to trade fragging if you're not there to be traded.
Smart.
Stanislaw,
Smart.
do the meme.
On that note, Duncan,
Yeah.
let's end it.
Watch, kill ourselves.
Commercial.
Come on, the games will get better, Robin. Come on. Calm down.
No, I'm just like, let's go on commercial, you know,
Yeah.
take a
Let's go.
breather.
Let's go on
Get some cup
commercial.
of coffee. Everyone can take a break. And that's it. I'm going to call it now. Go, commercial. Let's go. Bang. Thank you.
No one's listening, man. Is this on commercial now?